Hey, happy Saturday, y'all. So I'm so excited that the weekend is finally here, but I'm even more excited because I get to make my Rick and Morty socks. So if you remember, last weekend we did a time-lapse video starting from scratch, doing a full Rick and Morty design, and I have to say, I felt like I outdid myself. And I cannot wait to see what these socks are going to look like once we are done. So what you're gonna see me do today is actually print them, and then from the printer we're gonna go back here to the heat press, and then of course we are going to do a try on to see how they came out. The equipment that I'm going to be using excuse me, is just my regular computer. I don't have a fancy computer at all. I think it's a HP and I've had it for a couple of years. I actually need a new computer. In addition to my computer, I'm going to be using my Sawgrass 800, which I've had for about 2 years, and I bought it from Heat Press Nation, I believe. And then of course, a good old faithful heat press, which I bought from Amazon a couple of years ago. So it has still been going strong. I think I need a new heat press too, but if it's not broke, why fix it? So that is pretty much it. So we're gonna go from the computer to the printer to the heat press to feet, and that's it. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I am gonna do another time lapse, but maybe not as fast as the last one, just so I can clearly explain what I'm doing. But if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Happy to help, and let's get started. All right guys, so as you can see, today we're watching Hey Arnold. Okay, it's my favorite cartoon ever, greatest cartoon of all time. Don't debate me. So while the printer is running and printing the image, what I'm getting ready to do is actually prepare the socks. So as you can see, there's my heat press right there. Here are my blank socks. This is a size small. I'm making these for me today. So I'm gonna make a size small. And here are what I'm going to be loading the socks onto. These are called jigs. So that is what you are getting ready to see me do right now. Mine are so busted. I need new ones. I need new ones, but I don't know. I just keep like retaping them because I'm cheap, I guess. So you just take it. Oh, hold on. Put your sock on there and slide it on the jig. And that noise that you hear back there is my printer. And there you go. Oops. So we got one. Let's do our other one. Alrighty, so we got our second one. Look, let me make sure these are on there correctly. And they look good to me, so I'm going to put them on the heat press over there. Be right back. All right, y'all, so one of our images has officially completed the printing process, and here's what it looks like. So this is what we did last week. How cool is that, y'all? It's like magic or something. Isn't that cool? Look at Rick and Morty. Okay, so actually my heat press is already hot, and I am going to go ahead and do the first image. So my heat press is set on 415 degrees, 25 seconds. The pressure is, I don't even know how to explain the pressure. I'm gonna just say heavy. I put a lot of pressure on there. And yeah, so I will move the camera closer so y'all can see. Sorry, this isn't a little bit more organized. but we'll get through it. So what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna trim some of this off. Please be sure to recycle. And here we go. So the words look backwards to me, but when they are pressed into the sock, they will read the correct way, which is left to right. So here's the image again. Alrighty. And let's take it over to, oh my gosh, let's take it over to the heat press. So, you just lay your paper down. You want to make sure that your image is fully covering the sock. So that is how it should look. I wish I could get closer. I'm gonna work on this, guys, but you kind of get the idea. You just put your image over the socks that you have on your heat press, and then we're gonna go ahead and press them. I'm trying to make sure that I don't get any any of the excess paper on the sock, which I think we should be good. So we'll let that go for 25 seconds and then I'll grab the other paper. And here's the other one off the printer. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this one. Y'all, how cool is it? Wait, hold on. These are hot and my fingers are burning, but how cool is that? Look. Wow, I need to get on the camera. How cool is that? Okay, so let's do the other side. So I'm gonna put this back down because I wanted to finish trimming up my paper. Alrighty, and again, here's our image, all trimmed up. Now, I will say, before you get ready to put your socks on your heat press, you definitely want to make sure that you measure them. Always keep a ruler right here, because sometimes the measurements can be a little wonky with socks, especially when they're on jigs, and you might end up printing, your image might actually end up being smaller than what your socks are width-wise. I'm horrible at math and measurements, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Make sure that this, the width, make sure the width is equal to, or a little bit more. I'm gonna say make sure the width is a little bit more than your actual socks, so that you don't, so that the image covers all the sock, the whole sock. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so we're gonna work on the other side. Now, when you get ready to do the other side, you want to make sure that you roll the edges of your socks so that it will give you a complete, continuous image. So for example, here is some yellow socks that I did, and if I didn't roll them, this seam right here would have not, been cohesive. So you want to make sure that you are rolling your socks. So that's what we're getting ready to do now. looks pretty good to me. Look at all the science, the DNA, magnets, this, what is that, a neutron, proton, pencils. I'm so proud of this design, guys. All right, so you just want to keep rolling, 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 and rolling. I think this one looks good. Let's try this side. Let's make sure this side looks good too. If not, I have an easy fix for this, which I'm hoping that I won't have to do, but it's all a process. So I would highly recommend that if you have not done so, get yourself some fabric markers. You can just find you some on Amazon, and if your design does not roll over completely, you can just use your fabric marker to fill it in. Oh my God, my throat. Okay, so I think this one's good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. So this is the part that I love the most, because it's like the great reveal, like to actually see your design go from your brain to Photoshop to the printer to the heat press and then to your feet, or you know, whatever. It's just really neat. Alrighty, we're gonna give that time for the smoke to clear, and then let's see what we got. Put that in the trash, and let's check it out, guys. Let's see. These are hot. Isn't that cool? Do you guys see the steam? That is really, 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 really badass. Excuse my language, but I am so proud of how these came out. These came out awesome. So yeah, that is it for the design part. Oh, hold on. Do I have these backwards? Oh yeah, I do. There you go. These came out really, really neat, you guys. How cool is that? Okay, so now I'm gonna let these cool off a little bit. These are kind of hot. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take these off of the sock jig, and we'll do a quick inspection to see if there's anything that we need to correct. So here they are. So you see how the design wraps all the way around? That is exactly what you want. Now, it's a little bit light right here, but I have a fix for that. My fabric markers. And then here's the other one. Let's take a look at this one. Alrighty. Set this over here. Let's take a look at this one. Ah, pretty. I love the color combination. It's just so cool and just really groovy looking. That's the only way I can explain it. Okay, so on the other one, this kind of looks okay to me. If I was selling these, I would correct this, but because they are for me, I really do not care. But for the sake of this video, let's correct these. So this is the issue right here. Y'all see this? Let's fix this. Okay, had to run and get my fabric markers. So I got these off of Amazon, and they are just some fine tip fabric markers. And I grabbed a turquoise, is this turquoise? I'm probably not even gonna use this, but I have a yellow one and a green one. So we're gonna use these two and try to match the color as close as we possibly can. I think I'm just gonna stick with yellow, and what I'm gonna do is, that's really it. I am kind of OCD when it comes to things like this, so I try to correct things or try to fix errors. Errors are gonna happen. I keep showing my lips, not my face. Errors are going to happen, especially with this process. Socks can just be a really, not hard, but sometimes they can get a little difficult, especially with the designs, with your images not lining up, or the edges not lining up. When you roll them, the socks kind of do whatever they want once they get underneath the heat press plates. So sometimes you will encounter these little errors, but it's nothing that you cannot fix. So don't panic, don't trash the socks, just take a step back and see what you can fix. But I think for these, y'all, I think we're pretty good to go. So if you remember before, that was kind of light there, but I just went through with the marker. And yeah, I think they look pretty good. Oh my gosh, I don't know if it's my allergies or what, but I think we are good to go. So now what I'm gonna do is find some shoes that will match these. I have really been feeling my foam posits lately, so I'll probably go with these just because, like I said, I like to do the most, and this is really bright. So let me try these on and I will show you guys what they look like. Alright y'all, so we are in my backyard. I do have one shoe and the socks on, so let me show you how they came out. Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Yeah, these have got to be my absolute favorite socks I have made. I say that all the time, but I think I really mean it this time. These are really cool. Wow. I absolutely love how these came out. These are super cool. All right, so that was it. I'm so glad. Let me move this back a little bit. I'm so glad that the socks came out the way that they did. I'm out of breath because I'm so excited. I think they came out awesome, and I cannot wait to show them off and wear them today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Basically, that was my full process. I'll probably do another design video next week. I'm not sure of what though, so if you have any suggestions, let me know and we'll see what we can do. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, again, please let me know. The sublimation process, which I guess I should probably explain what that is, but basically what you're doing is you are taking sublimation ink and heat, which creates this gas, and it will basically put the image on the sock. You know what, I'll do a more like scientific explanation of what sublimation is, but that's basically what you're doing. You're just taking an image from the computer and you are using ink, heat, and gases and all kind of science stuff to create an image on the sock or whatever object or garment you may be pricing. So I'm trying to think if there is anything. I apologize if this video was a little bit all over the place and kind of unorganized, but I just wanted to show you guys at least how I do things. There might be other people, that's my cat, sorry. There might be other people who have streamlined or fine-tuned the process, but this is what works for me, and that is pretty much it. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I will see you guys next week. Bye.